Welcome back to the Dying to Flesh podcast, or if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, welcome back to the channel. I want to say yesterday's episode, I'm sorry for the audio. My mic was having some trouble, and that's why today you might hear a little bit of echo because I'm trying to fix it. It's not working, so I got to mess around with it. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And before we get started, I just want to say that today was a really rough day. The more, and it goes with today's episode, kind of the older you get, the more experiences you go through, I guess, the harder the journey becomes. Everybody's, and also the dogs, excuse them, I'm sorry, I can't make them stop barking, but everybody's road looks different. Don't let somebody not in your shoes tell you how to tie them. Today's verse is going to be 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11, and we're on episode 9 of the Becoming Love series, so that way by Valentine's Day, you will become love. Today we're going to read verse 11, and this is what it says. It says, "When I was a child, I spoke and thought and reasoned as a child. But when I grew up, I put my childish things away." There's some things that there's some things that we know are there that aren't necessarily childish, but it's time to grow up and it's time to mature and it's time to grow past those things. In the book of Acts, Paul, I forget if it's chapter 27, I'm pretty sure it's chapter 27, but Paul, he's on a ship with his crew and he tells them that there's a storm coming and they don't want to listen to him. So they get stuck in this big storm, and because it's windy and there's so many people on this boat, they have to throw things overboard in order for them to survive. Now Paul's saying we're still going to crash, but we're going to survive because God is good and we're in God's hands. But there's some things that me and you have to throw overboard. There's some things that me and you have to mature in. There's some things that we have to put to the side and we have to move on from. I tell people all the time, look, things are going to happen. Bad things are going to come your way. Good things are going to come your way. You can't necessarily always control the things that come in your life, but you can, what's that word? Choose how to act when those things happen. You lose a game, you can choose how to bounce back. You can choose to continue to get better and grow and push through, or you can choose to just give up, blame yourself and your team, and continue to go on this losing streak. It doesn't really matter. To everybody else, they don't see the things that you struggle with. I mean, they might see some things on the outside, but they don't know your thoughts. They don't know how you think. They don't know how you act. They don't know anything about you. And you really don't know anything about yourself. In the book of Jeremiah, it says that the heart is the most deceitful thing in all creation. But you know something? God knows our heart. God knows that our desires are sin by nature. But because Jesus Christ loved us so much and died a sinner's death that we deserved, we can move past that sin. We can move past our deceitful hearts. We can move past all the brokenness, all the hurt, all the sadness. We can get rid of all that stuff and move on with Jesus Christ. Say you're moving homes, you're going to a new school, you got a new job. You can't bring the things from Louisiana all the way to New York. You can't do that. 1, the culture's different. 2, there's new opportunities for you there. 3, you don't know how it is up there. 4, there could be so many doors that you don't even know are there that could be opened and you could walk into and have a completely different life. But you can't get to a point in your life where you want better things for yourself until you necessarily step out of that comfort zone. You have to get rid of the childish things. You have to get rid of some of the things that are holding you back from your full potential. And some of the things, the main thing that's holding you back from your full potential is yourself. You keep making excuses and you keep blaming God and all these other people around you. You keep doing A, B, and C without focusing on X, Y, and Z. And it's leading you to a road that is not going to look so pretty down the line. So today, verse 11, it's time to grow up and put some things behind us. I want to thank you for clicking on today's episode. I know it's one of the most shorter ones. We have 2 more verses, and then you would become love. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If I love you, and if I love you barely knowing you, just imagine how much more Jesus Christ loves you. Like always, have a blessed day, and until next time, I'm Adam Saragusa.